Hey, friendos, welcome to Legos. Because, I do that stuff now. I haven't done it in a bit, but I do it. Start up the music. Alright, I'm going to build a couple today. And first up is a tiny wildflower bouquet. I needed a knife. Knife. Am I really using something like this to open a box of Legos? Yes. Are we going to question it? Let's not, please. I missed. Jesus, wait. Open. Did I almost cut my ding dong? Probably. Opens like a book. Oof, that was awful close. Let's not do that again. Which I just remembered, I have box cutters over here. So let me just grab one of those real quick. Safer. Much safer. Includes 95-piece Lego model and a 32-page book. Oh, I see. You know what? I'll read these at a different point in time. Because there's a lot. Anyway. Follow the steps to build your tiny wildflower bouquet. All the pieces aren't in a bag, it's just in this box. That's new. It's a very fancy box for a thing of Legos. I did buy this at Barnes and Noble, so. Ooh, lots of tiny pieces. There's one stuck. There it is. Alright. Let's get to building. First step is to build the vase. This tiny square piece and shove it in. And fail to do so. There we go. I assume this is the bottom. I don't know. Yeah, alright. So I'm going to just place these like so. This is going to be the simplest Lego set I've ever built so far. And then I place this on top to give it some uniformity. I guess. Alrighty. Up next, we're building a little white flower. We're going to need a cone, this little fern piece, and these little white guys. I have these little bits, they look like ice cream, or a white pile of crap, whichever you prefer. I don't know why you'd prefer anything other than ice cream. But you know, there's some weirdos out there. We take a little lightsaber piece. Alright, yeah. And let's see here. The flower we just built is called cow parsley. Anthryscus sylvestris, from a family I'm not going to pronounce. An origin is in Europe, Asia, and northwestern and central Africa. In the wild, cow parsley adds a touch of whimsy to the woodland edges and hedgerows. Its lacy filigree flowers are sought after by bees and other insects. In winter, the plant often displays an elegant flowerless skeleton. The delicate white parasols of flowers that burst from cow parsley give rise to the common name of the Apiaceae, K-A-A-P-I-C-E-C-E-A-E family, umbellifers, from the Latin umbellula, meaning little shade. Cow parsley is also known as bird's nest, perhaps because the flowers curl inward as they dry at the end of the summer, forming a shape like an unturned umbrella or tiny nest. Yeah, alright. I don't even know that flower existed. And here's a quote from American essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson. Love is like wildflowers. It's often found at the most unlikely of places. Alrighty. Nailed it. Alright, the next one we're building is blue. It's a wild corn. It's a cornflower, I think this thing said. Yeah. Excuse me. Nope, that's not it. Oh, yeah, the cornflower. Origin is Europe. Centauri cyanus. Often considered a weed, the cornflower is now a popular ornamental flower for gardens and floral arrangements. The plant often grew in cornfields, giving rise to its common name. Traditionally, cornflowers are blue, but modern varieties are purple, pink, yellow, red, or white. Cornflower is found in the tomb of Tutankhamun in Egypt. Amazingly, they retain much of their color despite being over 3,000 years old. In European folklore, cornflowers symbolize hope and love. They were worn by young men in love. If the flower faded too quickly, it was a sign that the man's love was not returned. Oh, that's sad. Anyway, to build a cornflower in Legos is we get a rod and we this looks like a tiny car. We take the tiny car and we don't do anything with the rod just yet. We will on top of the lightsaber. Take another tiny car and there you go. When you shove a rod in it, and then put another Lego piece. But we get to build two of these, apparently. Ta-da! Not used to not connecting Legos, so I'll have to arrange that better later. Alright, the next flower we have looks interesting. This is just called lupin. Lupinus, origin North America. This tall wildflower has pea-like flowers in many hues. They can even be bicolored, like your Lego examples. The flower shape has inspired common names such as blue bonnets and Quaker bonnets. The plant's scientific name comes from lupus, Latin for wolf, due to its mistaken belief that lupins drained or wolfed the soil of its nutrients. In fact, the opposite is true. Lupins thrive in poor soil. Lupins are legumes, member of the pea family. Don't eat the legume plants. They're pretty. Due to their nectar-rich flowers, lupins are the favorite of hummingbirds. Caterpillars also love to feast on them. Alright, yeah. Face through my phone in LA so I can hang out with my friends all day. Da 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 da. Oh, nope. Then we put these little guys on. Here's what it looks like so far. Then we put these little red ones on here. The night away. You wanna know yourself, but fuck it, why the hell? My friends are doing great, so I kiss them on the face through my phone in a lake. Now we're gonna give it a funky hairdo. And then we shove a cone in its ass. Put a lightsaber on it. Shove a rod in the lightsaber. And then another lightsaber. Behold, a lupin plant. And then we do it a second time. Great, so I can stand on the face. Threw my phone in the lake so I could hang out with my friends all day. Doing great, so I kissed them on the face. Threw my phone in the lake so I can hang out with my friends all day. Woo. Here you go. I feel like I'm storing weird plant weapons. Alright, the next one is, let's see here. It's fighting me. Went the wrong direction. A Welsh poppy. Papaver cambricum. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Or Mechanopsis cambrica. Origin of Western Europe. I would hope so. It's called a Welsh poppy. Bright as sunlight, the Welsh poppy illuminates shady, rocky, or hilly places. Its bright, shiny petals prove irresistible to bumblebees, hoverflies, and other insects. Carl Linnaeus, the famous botanist who classified many plant species, identified this flower as a poppy in 1753, calling it Papaver cambricum. Cambria is the Latin name for Wales. By 1814, French taxonomist, taxonomist, my apologies, Louis Viguier had reclassified the flower as a new species, Mechanopsis cambrica. Megon means poppy in Greek. However, recent DNA research reverses the ruling, and it seems the Welsh poppy may well be a papaver after all, and not related to the Mechanopsis in any way. We're learning stuff as I'm building Legos. Alright, we're going to need a rod. Said every man ever. This little obvious flower bit. And you guessed it. Ice cream. Oh no, my ice cream fell off. These are our very tiny pieces. And there you go. A Welsh poppy. And we get to build a second one. Boop. Excuse me. Alrighty. And up next is a sunflower. I believe that's what this said. Yep, sunflower. Helianthus. Origin North and South America. Sunflowers are prized for their spectacular yellow flower heads, which can be as much as 12 inches or 30 centimeters wide when cultivated. The plant grows as if reaching up to the sun itself, achieving heights of 14 feet or 4 meters. Not all sunflowers are yellow. Some varieties are red, white, orange, purple, or a mix of these colors. I've never seen a sunflower that wasn't yellow. Sunflower originated in the Americas, where indigenous people grew them for medicine, oil, and food. In the 16th century, Spanish explorers brought Spanish explorers brought the plant to Europe. In the 19th century, the Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh turned the sunflower into an art icon when he painted them in one of his most well-known works. Hell yeah. To build this is rather simple. We need a rod, a lightsaber handle, and this weird curvy bit. Then we do this. And put a little brown piece on there. And you have a sunflower. Neato. Alrighty, up next we have. I think it's at the beginning of the book. Or at least the plant bits. Yep. A Gerbera daisy. Gerbera jamesoni. Origin is South Africa. The Gerbera daisy is an upbeat, vibrant celebration of life. It is as vivacious as a flower can be, with bright, bold blooms borne on. Wow, good alliteration there. On long, slender stems, a cousin to the daisy and sunflower, Gerbera daisies are many-hued from bright and fiery reds, yellows, and pinks to soft pastel shades of coral, apricot, primrose, butterfly. Butterflies and bees cannot resist these big, colorful blooms. The Gerbera daisy was named after Trogo Gerber, a German doctor and keen botanist. Originally found in the sun-soaked landscapes of southeastern Africa, its other names are the Transvaal or African daisy. Fair enough. That was something important. Nope, my phone went off because Verizon was trying to contact me. I mean, not really, but I assume you get the idea. Okay, we attach this, slap a cone on it. Fair enough. Put the biggest flower that they can give me right there, and put this little brown bit in there. And I give unto thee a Gerbera daisy. Here's what we have so far. Yeah, they're just like, they're not connected to anything in here, so it's really just flopping around. But it's neat. I like this concept. Alright, up next we have as soon as I find it, Larkspur, Consolida ajacis. That's probably not right. Ajaxit? Yeah, Ajacis. So ajacis. Origin Europe and Asia. Larkspur, or delphinium stands out in a crowd. Blooming across fields and gardens, this tall, enchanting flower can reach up to 5 feet or 1.5 meters in height. Its delicate, airy petals of blue, purple, and pink, or white, appear in spring or early summer. Larkspur's name derives from its signature spiked flower head, thought to resemble the long, sharp claws of a lark. Others compare it to the spurs worn by knights on the heels of their riding boots. Over the centuries, larkspur was used to heal wounds and thought to strengthen eyesight. Its romantic, lasting blooms symbolize devotion, making it a popular flower for wedding bouquets. Actually, neat learning about flowers. Alright, for this, we need. This is the longest one. Oh, that makes sense. They just said that it was. Then we put this on like so. Attach these little blue bitties. And then that's right. And there you go. A larkspur. Oh, I actually skipped one. It's lavender. I didn't realize they were on the same page as one of the other flowers. Lavender, or lavandula, has an origin of Europe and Asia. Found worldwide, lavender is an herb known for its fragrant aroma and distinctive purple flowers. Beloved by bees, the petals are arranged in spikes at the tips of long, narrow stems. Lavender is a member of the mint family, with relatives that include rosemary, sage, and basil. Lavender has long been valued for its beauty, soothing fragrance, healing properties, and many uses. It's been used to relieve headaches and insomnia, and the ancient Romans even scented their public baths with it. Queen Victoria of Great Britain was known to drink lavender tea to ease stomach aches. Neat. Alrighty. And last, as I said, not least, lavender. Behold, I've made a spear. Alrighty, and then we just take these and alternate them. And behold, lavender. All I have left is one little blue flower, which goes in the jar. My tiny Lego piece jar. Let's see if I can do this properly. Alright, we have the lupin going these directions. The larkspur is in the center. It's fighting me. Help. And then we have a lavender over here. This is the part they don't teach you. The art of arrangement. A beautifully balanced flower arrangement is a pleasing sight. Furthermore, the creative act of placing the individual blooms in the vase can cultivate joy and produce a sense of harmony. You might want to arrange the flowers to wow from all angles, or focus instead on just one face or viewpoint. Excuse me. Or viewpoint of the arrangement. Either is perfectly fine. Start with the largest bloom, they are centerpieces in your arrangement. Then add smaller flowers to fill around them. Ensure that the smaller flowers, such as cow parsley, are not hidden behind taller blooms, like larkspur. Allow all of the details in the arrangement to make a beautiful pattern. Okay. So let's add the large ones last. Let's put this right at the forefront. And then next to that will be this is difficult. We'll do this. And then behind the fancy flower, we'll put our yellows. And then put the larkspur right there. And then on either side, we'll have these other ones. I assume that is okay for a flower arrangement. I don't know, I've never arranged flowers before. We are going to set that right next to... Where should I put this? Here. Why not? Boom. Flavors. Yeah, you can't even see that on the camera. There's one more thing in here that can't be read. It's called Wild and Free. From the sunshine yellow of Welsh poppies to the deep blue of cornflowers, the rich tapestries of wildflowers found in fields, hedgerows, forests, and gardens are a feast for the eyes. Wildflowers are rich in history and meaning. They teach us about our natural world and the changing seasons. Our ancestors knew which were useful for soothing stings or healing cuts, and which were poisonous. Even the names are evocative. Queen Anne's lace, blue bonnet, African daisy, larkspur. These carefully curated bouquets gather wildflowers from around the world, perfectly matched for color and shape. They are a reminder of what we should cherish, that we should cherish our planet and its incredible biodiversity. Wildflowers make us happy and at peace with the world. Hell yeah. Knowledge. I spent $20 on it. And up next, we have a tiny desert garden. 54-piece Lego model and 32-page book. This is titled Bring the Outside In. A dish garden is an arrangement of miniature plants that can be placed on a desk, a shelf, or a window ledge. These compact collections evoke a spirit of peacefulness and serenity. The origins of dish gardens are somewhat lost into the mists of time, but the practice may have originated centuries ago in Japan. Landscape gardeners would create miniature models of their work to help customers visualize the end result. Your dish garden brings together some captivating cacti and stylish succulents, as well as a couple of surprises. Who shit in my garden? Botanical know how. What are succulents? They are plants with fleshy leaves or stems that store water, allowing them to survive in hot and dry environments. Cacti also have fleshy stems and branches, but with scales or prickles instead of leaves. From majestic blue blooms of Echeveria, purple pearl, to the dangling delights of string hearts, your desert garden is bursting with color and interest. Look deeper and you'll find a four-leaf clover and a ladybug. When building your model, enjoy the relaxing flow of creation. Feel free to place each mini plant in the dish as you like. You don't have to follow the instructions exactly. Create your own sense of harmony and let your creativity bloom. And now a quote from Mexican architect and engineer Louis Barragan, or Barragan. I'm unsure. The perfect garden, no matter its size, should enclose nothing less than the entire universe. Damn, that's epic. Alrighty, time to build a pot. Don't mean the weed. Alrighty. Then let's see here. This. Boom. Then they want you to place the brown blocks like so to create some dirt. Oh, there's a stuck in there. Behold, a pot. Alrighty. I know it says not to follow the instructions, but I'm just gonna follow the instructions. I mean, it doesn't say not to, it says you don't have to. But I'm going to because I want to. Also, behold, Ladybug. He's seen some stuff. He's afraid. Or she, you never know. Well, then we take little green biddies. Seems this like grass or something. And we put them here. Alrighty. And next we take this and put it here. Hold on, I think there was a fact about the ladybug. Ladybug. I'm not going to bother pronouncing the Latin name. Origin Europe, Asia, and Africa. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. This children's rhyme is often recited while blowing the insect from the hand or clothing, making a wish. The shiny red ladybird, or ladybug, with 7 dots, is just one of the more than 5,000 different species of ladybug beetle found around the world. Some species just have 2 spots, while others have 16. Some ladybugs have stripes or even no markings at all. Many cultures consider ladybugs to be good luck. Farmers and gardeners especially love them since they consume aphids and other plant destroying insects. Take that, you dang aphids. Alrighty. And then you take this little shoe looking thing, put it there. This other little brown disc. This little flower. And a green stud. And we have this. Like, these steps aren't numbered either, so that's an interesting thing. And then they want us to add the corners and other bits to the pot to give it some height, I suppose. Nice. Alrighty, and we get a frog. Behold, frog. I want to see what it looks like on camera. It's so tiny. And the frog will sit on this little flower thing I placed. It looks like he's just peeking over the edge. Hey, what are you doing in my little bouquet? What are you doing? Yes, all frogs are Kermit, don't judge me. Alright, we take this little bit here and do that. And this little piece of grass. There we go. On to, hold on, it's called something. There we go, string of pearls. Not gonna bother pronouncing the Latin name. Origin Southwest Africa to Namibia. The string of pearls gets its name from the small, round, pearl-like leaves that adorn its long, trailing stems. These spherical leaves are perfectly adapted to help the plant survive in its natural desert environment as they minimize water loss through evaporation. Named after British botanist Gordon Rowley, this tender evergreen perennial is a part of the daisy family, as is native to dry areas of the Cape of South Africa. String of pearls is like a living charm bracelet, with each leaf offering a wish of good luck, prosperity, and success. Yeah, alright. And we just kind of... Oh, I gotta put them on little green things. Okay, I'm like, well, this doesn't seem right at all. It's not working. And that would be why. Because I'm stupid. This one goes this way. And the last one... reminds me of like little snail eye stalks. Yeah. Alrighty, and the next part is making a little cactus, which I should hold on. Oh, whoops. I missed one. This little dude. Snake plant. Origin rocky, arid areas of Western Africa. The cylindrical snake plant is unmistakable for its elegant and unique tube like shape, and its long pointed leaves that can grow up to 6 feet or 1.8 meters tall. In the wild, its many common names include African spear, dagger fern, bowstring hemp, devil's tongue, and lucky plant. Snake plants are natural air cleansers, helping remove toxins from the air and improving air quality. These purifying qualities have been noticed by NASA, the space agency that found just one plant per 100 square feet, 9.2 square meters, could be enough to efficiently clean the air in a space station. Alrighty then. That's actually pretty dang cool. Alright, and barrel cactus is what we're about to build. Cacti are prominent features of the natural world in Mexican history. They appear in 16th century Aztec manuscripts and on the flag of Mexico today. The barrel cactus's ability to thrive in harsh desert conditions makes it a metaphor for resilience and strength. Lost travelers in the desert can use the plant as a compass as it tends to lean towards the southwest. Sometimes it leans so far that it topples under its own weight. In summer, bright pink flowers emerge from the top of this extraordinary, fascinating plant. Ooh. And all I really have to do is take this green pumpkin, put this green bit on it, and place it where it wants me to place it. Which is right next to the snake plant. Boop. Ooh, this one's pretty. See, I think this is at the beginning of. Yep, Purple Pearl. Origins semi desert areas of Central and South Africa, or America. Echeveria Purple Pearl is a glorious evergreen succulent with fleshy gray lilac leaves that form large, majestic rosettes. Its sculptural form and soothing hues bring a calm elegance to any setting. Echeveria's ancestors come from the desert landscapes of northeastern Mexico. The species is named for a Mexican botanical illustrator. I'm probably gonna butcher this. Atanasio Echeverria a Godoy, I hope that's close, who trained at the Royal Art Academy in Mexico. Echeverria explored Mexico and Cuba in the 1780s and 1790s with his sketchbook and box of paints. He created hundreds of exquisite watercolors of botanical life. Alrighty, so we take this and point it down and put these purple bits around. What an interesting flower. And purple bit right here. And boop. Oh, okay. And then flip it around. And put this little doohickey right here. All right. And up next we have, I think it's at the end here, String of Hearts, origin South Africa, where its Latin name looks like Ceropegia woody. String of Hearts combines the graceful beauty of nature with a touch of fairy tale enchantment. This hanging succulent has many common names, including rosary vine, hearts on a string, and sweetheart vine. Its stems are wire thin with beautiful gray green leaves that hang off them like charms. Shaped like hearts, these leaves together with the twisting trailing stems seem to tell a tale of life's twists and turns. In the wild, a string of hearts is found on stony hillsides across southern Africa and in parts of Madagascar. It can reach lengths of 12 feet or 3.6 meters. After the rainy season, the plants produce an abundance of flowers. Heck yeah, flowers. And to make this one... Oh, hold on. Put this little green bit here. It's coming together nicely. Alright, then we gotta place these little claws together. Put these little doohickeys on the claws. Kind of looks like snail eyes again. Put hearts on and then we put it on this green shoe bit that I put on there earlier. Heck yeah. I want to keep these little booklets. I don't know why, but I feel like, you know, it'd be nice to have, I don't know, something that's not what I got, I guess. The instructions will be useless, but the knowledge is priceless. And another little flower bit that's going to go in the jar. I'm going to set that over here for now. I'll figure out a better place for them afterwards. Just goes there. And up next we have egg. Nope. Yeah, which is funny because I was just walking around work and this was on a clearance shelf but didn't say anything about the price. So I went and just go ahead and grabbed it. This was like $11.99. I spent like $1.99 on it, so that's a hell of a deal right there. Oh, it's got tape on it. I find it funny that I walked right past these. I have two box cutters. I walked right past both of them to grab an actual knife. Bag. I think it's supposed to be like a Fabergé egg. That's my thought anyway. It looks like a Fabergé egg. Alrighty. Oh, I got another wongle dongle. Alright, starting off with number 1. Alrighty, we start off with square. And on square, we put trapezoid. Step 3 is then put another trapezoid. Okay. It's like the bottom of it. Alright, then we take this large square, put it right here. And then put there we go. Alright, that is literally the first, like, 4-5 steps. Grab square, attach trapezoid, attach square, 2 pink rectangles. Oh, alright. Alright, then we need 2 green pieces. And these pink things here. I guess that's more magenta than pink. But these are definitely pink. Oh, hey, look, another wombo. And then, yeah. We take 4 yellow studs. And then we build a wall. Where we go, have all that we ever want. Early, knocking our body, singing up top like a champion. And take these little green bits, which I probably should have attached before I put them on the egg, but oh well. Like a little spaceship right now. Take me to your leader. Alrighty, on to the next step. Okay. Now we take these white and tan pieces and we make 4 of those. In order getting in our way, weakening the rule of yesterday, breaking down the borders, tearing down the signs. It is one last time. Then we take these and moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Side your head, flip it upside down, upside down, up and down. Moving up and down. Next step is take 2 magenta-ish bits, put them here, and then we do one of these again, and then put them right on the ones not covered by pink, purple-ish magenta. And then more tan on white. Getting in our way, we don't need the rule of yesterday. Breaking down the borders, tearing down the signs. It is one last time, 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 time. And then we put them on. Oh, I had it wrong. I had to switch these around. They're switching it up on me. Not much of a switch, but they still did it. And down, your favorite, upside down, upside down. In order getting in our way, we don't need the rule of yesterday. Breaking down the borders, tearing down the signs. It is one last time. Alrighty, 13. As we put it's fighting me. What a weird way of doing things, but alright. There we go. And then... oh, I see. Hold on. Oh, I see. I thought I was going crazy for a second. Thought it was just telling me to put these green bits right here. I didn't even register the little wall pieces. Lost, but I know that you'll be right where you wanna be. Know it and you don't wanna miss a thing. Up and away. Alrighty. Step 15 is attaching these bits. And step 16 is attaching these bits, but on the other side. Woo. Yeah, alright. Whoa, whoa, that was close. I almost kick-flipped an egg. And then we put these little doohickeys all around. It's not very eggy right now, is it? Can I put stuff in here? Time to open bag number 2. Oh, they put a bag inside of a bag. The bag in 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 the bag. No, I did not save it. Alright, 18. We get big thing, and we put one whole little brick right there. Step 19. Attach a square. Then 20 is add long rectangle. And then the 2 little squid noses. Put them on the side of the smaller rectangle. And then put these little bits. So it looks like we're making the hood of a car right now. Then we need wide Squidward nose and a little brick. And do this. And then add long brick as such. Okay. We're getting to little details. Alright. Alrighty, there we go. And now we add little transparent circles on both sides. And these little like bluish pieces on both sides as well. Oh, I see. Alright. Add little square stud things on both sides. Transparent circle at the bottom on both. Then always interesting trying to build these things and wondering where it's gonna go. That's step 27 right there. Alrighty. Alright. Long. That goes here and there. And then we attach it like so. Then it gets a little doohickey on both sides. And we take. I feel as if they could have just made some of these steps like less steps. I want step 30. And step 30 was just to add this tiny little thing right here. Alrighty. Tell me I had to build 2 of those at once and you didn't specify? Well, alrighty then. That's fantastic. Thank you, Legos. They didn't tell me I was building 2 at once, but now I get to build another one. But I suppose that makes sense given the parts we have. Maybe it's like a Fabergé Easter egg, because I'm getting Easter vibes from this. Yeah. Now I gotta build a second one. eternity are calling me. Whoa, the strings of destiny. Oh, kick flipped it. Oops. Essentially doing this by just looking at the one I've already built. I don't feel like flipping through all those pages again. Alrighty. No, this goes here. Okay. Spiraling like nose. Alrighty. I got two of them. I gotta put them on here. Like so. Nice. Okay, I'm supposed to have just a pile of stuff. And just all the bits I don't see off to the side. See these. Alright. This is legit how it looks on my screen. Just this stuff's in a pile next to the unfinished egg. So that's step 34, apparently. Alright. On to part 3 of egg. Another bag in a bag. Nope. A tiny piece just fell off. It fell off my desk. Oh. Oh, that's not it. It's over here. There we go. Boom. Alrighty. Now we know I need to build 2 of these. So we're gonna do this expeditiously. Okay. Something slightly new now. I'm going to assume that's the right piece, because on here it looks green, but these are blue. You know, I had an uncle that had Fabergé eggs when I was growing up. It's weird because it's not exactly telling me, just showing me in a red outline. Alrighty. 2 identical pieces. Alright. Then we add these little bits. Like so. Looks like a little face. Wee. Wee. Alrighty. And now we add little bits on the sides here. Like I'm making one of the masks from Crash Bandicoot. Except racist. None of them are all white. And that's a good thing. There we go. Oh, that's wrong. Alrighty. There we go. What pieces are we talking about? Oh, these little pieces. Got it. Boop. And then two little pink bits at the bottom. I think it might be further under my desk than I can see, so we're just gonna move on from that. Pretend it did not happen. They gave me extra bits for a reason. Totally, you know, if I'm gonna be lazy, Okay, there's another pink one. Like, oh god, I do need that piece. Alrighty. We got two of those. I'm wondering where all these other pieces go. Unless it's telling me that I can add them at some point. This is a neat set right here. I'm glad I bought it on a whim. Cool, and I have two large piles of stuff. Oh, I hit the mic with that one, sorry. Alright. First step, green square on white square. And now we make a helicopter. Yerf. Excuse me. Okay. Then we take these little side or corner pieces and place them in between the rotary blades of the helicopter that we just made. I know that's not exactly what they're called, but I don't know what they're called. We're just gonna roll with it, please. Because I'm making an egg, not a helicopter. If you were confused about that at all. Then we take these little bits here and we put them on the things we just put on the thing. I'm explaining this beautifully, and I don't even think I have to explain what I'm doing, but it feels somewhat necessary. Alright, then we take these blue bits and put them right there. And then yellow in the center. Wait, hold on. Yep, it fits right in. I tip of the hat to you. And then we take this and give it a little white hat. Then, alright. There we go. You gotta do that 4 times. Yeah. Wouldn't be a Lego set without some repetition, am I right? These pieces are tripping me up. I was going crazy. I'm like, oh god, I've lost them. And I haven't even moved them yet. The joys of just dumping a bag onto a desk. Then we have to connect these and tilt them down. Neato. And then we add more corner pieces. Which I don't know why they couldn't just give me slanty pieces, but whatever. Just to add steps to the Lego set. Why isn't... Oh, hold on. There's a Lego piece stuck in here. Behold its sun. Like, why isn't it going in? There we go. We built a smaller UFO. Alrighty, and then we take little diagonal dudes and put them around. Now it looks even more like a tiny spaceship. beautiful. Oh, well, it's telling me that I could change around the pieces to customize it. It's always a weird thing when they do that, because I'm like, okay, what's with all these other pieces? But alright. I think I will actually do that, because I like these transparent pieces. They make it more fun. Also, this little diamond goes right here. Let's see. Alright, those don't exactly fit. Well, it's kind of telling me how to do it. Like how I could mix and match the pieces. But I'm just gonna do whatever the heck I want and deal with it all later. Now, that's not a super drastic change, but I'm putting the yellows with the light blues and the purples with the little lime green looking piece. Well, alrighty then. Detach yourself, why don't you? Disembark from society. At least that's how it's going to be for this top bit. And then there we go. There's the top piece. And hmm. No, it does not give me like an actual option, but I'm gonna put these little golden heart bits on top here. Just cause. It'll probably look a little better if I alternate with the pink ones for a little bit of color variety. There you go. Just gonna put these here. There, now it's not really exactly following everything it wants me to, or tells me to do. And then I'll put these weird sparkly green bits on the purpley side. Alrighty. Oh, did I? Oops. I didn't connect some pieces. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So then I can connect. And just disconnect all these on the side. That way I can, I think I'll make it look a little better if I use some of these transparent pieces. It says I can customize it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it how I wanna make it. Because I like these transparent pieces. We're going to do, just gonna put yellow ones around underneath these little yellow bits and put the transparent blue under the blue. I just like the idea of how that is. If you got a problem with it, it's not your Lego set. Go buy yourself your own Lego set. Now I can take these off. So let's go ahead. Oh, no, not the whole thing. Just the little bitties. Kind of weird undoing progress to make it different, but hey, you know, it's whatever. Oh, that came off again. Yeah. Alrighty. Then we're gonna put the pinks on the flowery light blue side. I still don't know if it's supposed to be like an Easter egg or a Fabergé. Not that it really matters, but it didn't really say on the box. All it says on the box is Lego and customize. So that's what I shall do. We shall put the, I think this is close to teal, on the other side. I have a lot of spare pieces. I'm gonna need a bigger jar for all my little Lego bits. I like it. It's very different from other Lego things I've done. Obviously, I've done plants and little Lego creatures. But yeah, I'm gonna just set this over here for now. Put that next to my other Wumbas. And see how much of these I can fit inside this jar. Might need to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get a bigger jar. Like, I don't know, they just gave me an extra little diamond. Hold on, I know. Nope, nailed it. Ta-da! Heck yeah. And we'll give him a heart of gold. Because why not? Still the oldest Lego thing I've ever had. I'm gonna need a bigger jar. I don't know why I'm gonna bother keeping all these, but you know, might as well. Just because, well, I can. And it, I don't know, might look freaking cool later. I dropped another piece. They want to keep giving me a bunch of spare parts. I'm just gonna keep putting them in a jar. Oh, I had an idea. Let's have these heart pieces on the top. Now I'll just keep it with the pink hearts. I think it looks better that way. And just continue to put pieces in jar. No, I'm dropping more of them. Ow, just bonked my head. And well, I guess I'll just put this back on the shelf later. That made a fun noise. That concludes the egg. It can hold stuff, but I don't think I'll ever put anything inside of it. And if you want to guess what this is, I guarantee you're wrong. You're right, it's Batman. Well, it's kind of weird that they put it in this weird little paper bag. I also got this from work. Probably one of the smallest Lego sets I'll ever do. Alright, step one. Let's put Bruce and Wayne together. Oh, you can also switch his head around. Just break his neck. Make him angry. I don't think I will. Oh, and he wouldn't be Bruce Wayne without his hair cut. There you go. Alright. And then we're going to build the Lego Batman figurine that holds the suit, which gets this very interesting see-through blue head thing. Oh, forgot something important. The cape. You can't forget the cape. And then his pants. There you go. Hologram Batman. Or whatever you want to call it. Alrighty. And for the step of the platform, our first bit is always when I'm looking for it and I don't even freaking see it. Alright, then we put like little air vents on the side. And then see here, put little claws going outwards. Oh. I broke it. Alright, there we go. Then we give it an archway. No golden though, because this ain't McDonald's. And put this little red bit on top. This lightsaber bit goes right here. Oh, I skipped a step. I'm going to take these and put them right here. And then a batarang, or Lego batarang, is going to go right here. Alright. We take this like so. And that goes. I did that wrong, apparently. Nailed it. In my defense, they kind of put the instructions weird on here because they have me build it sideways. we got a little computer doohickey attached to the pedestal. It's opposable. You can do this with it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take these little robo arm things and give them a laser out the ass. And we're supposed to put them on like so. They gave me an extra battering. Alright. And then we put not Bruce right here. Like, I guess supposed to be like locking up his suit from Intruders. Yeah, this is the whole set right here. Yeah, that's... Surprised they didn't give a spot for Bruce to stand. That's the thing, that's from my maple tree set. There. Now it can stand on its own. I don't know why they didn't think of this. Anyway, gonna put the battering in the jar. And there you have it. Spring. That's all this was. It was just spring. Hey, let's pose up his legs a little bit. Make it look like he's just walking up to it. There. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please consider hitting the button things that do stuff. And I will see you all next time. Baby Bears. Yeah. Nothing's at springtime like Batman.